Aloha, it's God's breaking news. Today is Thursday, February 17th, 2017. February 16th, 2017. Today's top news is all about President Donald Trump's surprise pop-up press conference where he popped the press. It's true. He called out the press for fake news, which has been happening a lot in the last couple of years recently, especially targeting CNN, and for leaks of classified information that threatens our nation. It happened in a confidential phone call with the President of Mexico, and then it happened with a private call with the Prime Minister of Australia, and now it's happening with false allegations over leaks with Russia and the former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, who is now resigned. President Trump then made a great point in saying, quote, "What happens when it's something hugely important like North Korea or the Middle East? That would hazard our nation again and the entire world. Will you leak the information then? Not only is it confidential, it is highly classified, and this is therefore illegal for Washington Post, the New York Times, CNN, other things like this, releasing this kind of information. The leaks are from, take somebody to receive it, take somebody send it. The leaks are from top intelligence and security agencies like FBI, the NSA, National Security Agency, and Department of Justice. President Trump promises that these Obama administration leftovers will be found out and fired. You're fired. Drain that swamp. In other news, at a NATO meeting in Brussels, Defense Secretary James Mattis warned that the Trump administration is ready to scale back its promise to defend Europe unless other ally nations increase their military spending. In other words, we're not going to foot the whole bill anymore. That is changing a U.S. foreign policy that's been in place for decades. And he suggests that peace between Israel and Palestine could also be achieved with a one-state rather than a two-state solution, which the President and Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu of Israel yesterday agreed upon. At the same time, AP reports that NATO will step up naval war games and surveillance in the Black Sea to add increased presence near an already more assertive Russia. With little international notice, Russia is using the Syrian war as a live-fire boot training camp for Iran's troops as the region's dominant military force. That means Iran is the strongest. Now they're getting practice. The U.S. seems unable or still unwilling to respond effectively. Iran already dispatched up to 100,000 troops and proxies into next-door Iraq, supposedly to help them deal with ISIS. In money matters, and this is the financial earthquakes, shaking us up and waking us up. China's holdings of U.S. Treasuries declined by the most on record last year. China is the world's second largest economy. We are number one still, the United States, and had to dip into its foreign exchange reserves to hold up its money, the yuan. Meanwhile, Japan, America's largest foreign creditor, trimmed its holdings for a second straight year. Again, this should be concerning because it hits you in the back pocket. Time to get prepared, family of God. But finally, we always save the best for the last, and the joyous, great news. Yesterday was a huge victory day for USA, Israel, and God's kingdom come, as President Trump and his wife Melania warmly welcomed Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife Sarah for their first state visit with the new president. Bibi Netanyahu beamed a great smile. It was great to see it as the two world leaders exchanged genuine laughter, warmth, and goodwill between the two countries. May God bless America and may God bless Israel, but may we both bless the Lord. Keep your eyes on the prize, Jesus returning in the skies.